Test, test,
Test.
test.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Test, test, test.
We're just testing the audio right now, folks.
And both teams are coming. And we are live from Grain Valley High School for week 3 of the high school football season between the Grain Valley Eagles and the Smithville Warriors. Welcome to another high school football game here on the Smithville Media Network. I'm Kyle Corkle, joined by Sam Speck and Liam Wolf, your commentators for tonight's game. Behind the camera is Owen Myers. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams come true, and Eric Craig, a powerhouse, and KC Real Estate, and Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you know when we are live. Both teams are coming here tonight looking for their third win of the season. Both teams having a 2-0 record. Smithville is coming off of a big win last Friday night, beating the Ruskin Eagles 47-0. With Smithville's defense having back-to-back shutout games. Grain Valley also won their game last week with a low-scoring 6-3 victory over Grandview.
This will be Smithville's first conference game this season. Currently, Grain Valley is ranked second in the Suburban Blue, and the Warriors are ranked third, with Grain Valley already playing a conference game, which puts them above Smithville. The last time these two teams met was in week 3 of last year, and the Warriors won 29-0, with Kellen Simonzik throwing for 194 yards and Isaac Miller rushing for 119 yards.
We have a huge matchup tonight with running backs tonight. On the Warriors side, we have Isaac Miller with 125 rushing yards on the season. And on the Eagles side, there's Jamore Golden with 171 yards on the season. We will see if the Warriors' young defense will be able to stop this Eagles' explosive running back.
Now let's talk about the quarterbacks. Smithville's quarterback, Spencer Miller, is very versatile. He's not afraid to get out of the pocket and run. He's also not afraid to take chances at throwing a long ball to one of his receivers. Spencer has 152 rushing yards on the season, along with 190 passing yards, while the Eagles quarterback, Cole Keller, went 4-12 with 70 yards passing last week and 168 passing yards on the year.
Now time for our dual power stats for tonight. Isaac Miller last week had 12 carries, rushing for 125 yards, with a good amount of touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on the night. Also, his twin brother Spencer Miller last week passed for 77 yards and rushed for 26, and also had 2 touchdowns on the night.
The captains for tonight's games are number 18, Spencer Miller for the Warriors, number 1, Isaac Miller for the Warriors, number 33, Jacob Easley, and number 58, Cody McKimmons. And for the Grain Valley Eagles, their captains for tonight is number 1, Cole Keller, number 18, Jerome Golden, number 76, Steele Blackman, and number 4, Seth Dakenbring.
This will be an interesting game tonight with Smithville's first conference game, as we said. See if they'll be able to pick up another road win. See if this game will come out as expected. Come out here, go hard at their defense.
And Kyle, this should be an interesting game. Smithville Warriors defense is coming off of 2 straight shutouts, and hopefully they'll keep that fire and that drive into this game, getting a 3rd straight shutout of the year. Now again, Smithville Warriors on defense are looking for one big thing: 3 turnovers or 3 takeaways on defense, and they believe their defensive head coach Josh Spear does believe that if they get 3 takeaways, they will win the game. So if they get their 3 takeaways early, they believe that they have the momentum to win the game. And it looks like the Eagles do receive the kickoff to start the game.
And as we said, Grain Valley has a star running back, number 18, Jamore Golden. He had 22 carries last week. That's a huge amount for a running back. Give them lots of reps. He also rushed for 97 yards.
Speaking of Grain Valley Eagles running back, let's talk about Isaac Miller for a second. Isaac Miller had a huge game against the Grain Valley Eagles last year, and hopefully he's hoping to have another huge game tonight. Maybe he'll be a little bit more comfortable being paired with his brother at quarterback, and also they can be doing that the pitch option with Spencer and Isaac in the backfield. Now, Warriors getting set ready to kick. Number 11, Evan Verhulst, the kicker for tonight's game and for the Warriors season. Evan Verhulst receives the ball, and it looks like there is a flag on to start the kickoff. The flag put them up 5 yards, so it has Evan kicking the ball up on the 45. And Evan, as we all know, has a boot on him, so hopefully he can get it to the back of the end zone and get a touchback for the Grain Valley Eagles and for the Smithville Warriors to pin the Grain Valley Eagles in the backfield. Kick is up, and in the back of the end zone, Evan Verhulst with a powerful kickoff. Now the Grain Valley Eagles offense ran by number 1, Cole Keller. And this should be an interesting offense. They got a junior quarterback who's been in this position before versus the Warriors, and hopefully can lead his offense to a touchdown or a field goal on this first drive to get some points up on the board, Kyle.
Yep. We're expecting to hand off the ball a lot to, like we said, running back Jamar Golden. Well, it looks like they'll hand it off to number 24. He's getting a huge gain there. It looks like a gain of 13 yards.
Huge first down for the Grain Valley Eagles. Starting this game off strong on a strong handoff to number 24, Gavin Euler. Now Euler's in the backfield once again. Cole Keller in the shotgun position. Passes the ball to number 16, Carter Day. Another first down for the Grain Valley Eagles. Starting this game off strong with 2 first downs. How do you think that's going to translate to the rest of this drive, Kyle?
I mean, 2 plays, 2 first downs. Getting a lot of confidence here against this young Smithville defense. Trying to put pressure on them. Maybe make them collapse. Maybe get a really long run.
Now the Grain Valley Eagles offense does look like it's firing on all cylinders as they make a jet sweep and reverse it the other way.
And that is number 11, Logan Pratt with the carry. And that looks like about a gain of 4 yards there. That'll bring up a second down.
Second and about 6. My bad, 2nd and 5. Again, Kyle, it looks like Smithville's defense are a little bit.
Don't ask questions.
Beautiful bullet pass to number 16, Carter Day.
And that's another first down for this Eagles offense. Very confident, passing the ball to get go. They're not handing it off to their star running back, relying on their receivers.
And Cole Keller is 2 for 2 for the day. 3 first downs, hopefully getting a 4th one.
And as we have 10 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hands it off to number 24, Gavin Euler. Second and long for the Eagles. Tackle made by number 58, Cody McKimmons on the Warriors defense. Again, Cole Keller is lined up in the shotgun position with number 24, Gavin Euler in his backfield.
And there's a motion in the backfield. And this looks like a flea flicker. And that is going to be a touchdown by number 11, Logan Pratt. What a play by them. Opening drive touchdown on this Warriors defense.
Now, Kyle, on that one, the Smithville defense just looked lost on what to do. They got out there, they got the flea flicker, they were covering all their assignments, and they just looked lost whenever the wide receiver threw that ball down there for the touchdown. And now number 98, Jack Nust up to kick the extra point. And it is good. Warriors defense starting this first drive off with a scored touchdown on them. Hopefully their offense can bounce back and score a touchdown to tie the game up and try to gain some momentum for their defense, Kyle.
And this is what we've been wondering all season. Will this Smithville's young defense be able to compete with these high-level teams? Smithville coming in the second year in Suburban Blue. Second time seeing these teams, not knowing much about their offense.
3 minutes down, and they already scored a touchdown to start the game off. They went fast and they went hard, Kyle. And I think it really showed on the Smithville defense. I don't think they were expecting this. They weren't ready for this. They were kind of lackluster, kind of on their heels, and just like, oh, we got shut out the past 2 games. We can do it again, and they got hit with reality.
And who's he got for Smithville? Number 7, Noah Ricker on the left side of the field. Number 28, Haynes Stig in the middle. And number 3, Kelton Nitchie off to the right.
And it looks like Kyle, I think he's going to go for a short hooch ride on this kick.
And that is caught by J.B. Clark. Liam, you were right about that one.
Now Smithville's Warriors offense are on the field for the first time, led by number 18, Spencer Miller, and by number 1, Isaac Miller in their backfield. George Fisher, Rhett Foster, Sam Calvert lined up as the receivers, and J.B. Clark is the tight end.
Spencer takes the pass, looking downfield to number 23, Rhett Foster, right through the tip of his hands. Almost got a hold of that one. That would have been deadly.
Now it looked like that pass was a little bit long on Spencer Miller's part there. Threw a little bit too hard. Now it looks like right now the Grain Valley Eagles are playing more of a man option, like more of a man cover, and a handoff to number 1 Isaac Miller on that one. Short game for the Warriors, 3rd and long in the beginning of the first quarter. Now, Kyle, it looks like Smithville's offense hasn't been able to get it going in these first couple downs. Is there anything they can do to fix this problem?
I mean, they've been handing it off, looking for Rhett Foster downfield. They just got to keep firing, see if something can get going here first quarter. And as Spencer takes a snap and passes it to his tight end, J.B. Clark, he's going to be short of the first down.
Short about 3 yards, and it looks like the Smithville Warriors are thinking about going for it on this play. And it looks like the Smithville Warriors are going for it on this 4th down, Kyle. They are not sending on number 40, Gunnar Swindle, the punter. to punt the ball away. They're going to go for it. Possibly a run up the middle with number 1 Isaac Miller, or a short slant to one of his receivers, Rhett Foster, George Fisher, or Sam Calvert. Miller in a shotgun formation.
Oh, it's a punt.
Just kidding. It was a punt by number 1 Isaac Miller, who is their backup punter on the season.
That was an interesting play. It looked like they're going for it on first down, but they gave it to the running back, Isaac Miller, for the punt. And it looks like they have their running back, Jamar Golden, in.
Keller in the shotgun formation with Goldman in the backfield. And it looks like it's a timeout for Grand Valley. Using one of the 3 timeouts of the half, trying to say, hey, we might have the Smithville defense on its heels. You know, they haven't let a point in. We just went out there on our first drive, had a flea flicker, and scored on a touchdown. Let's keep this momentum up. Let's keep this drive going and score more points.
As we have 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Eagles' second drive.
Looking to add some more points on their 7-point lead. And it's gonna
Quick bullet pass to number 24.
Great stiff arm by him.
By number 24, Gavin Euler. Now I notice Gavin Euler's a wide receiver. In the first couple plays of the game, they put him out running back. Do you think that's a tactical move by the Grand Valley Eagles to try to throw the Smithville Warriors off their game?
Yeah, trying to get them more confused as they already are. And he will be stopped. They'll bring up their third down, it looks like. Cole Keller takes a snap, hands it off to Jamar Golden.
Third down for the Eagles. Third and short. Third about 4 yards.
This will bring up a 3rd and 5. And that was a tackle by Mason Krim on that last play.
And Warriors have their strong defensive line in with Mason Krim, Gunnar Swindle, Cody McKimmons, and Zeke Weisner. And they hand it off to number 11, Logan Pratt.
And that will bring up a 4th down. The Eagles' first 4th down of the night, as we have 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Tackled by Gunnar Swindle on that last play.
They're sending Kelton Nitchie, number 3, and number 10, George Fisher, back to receive the punt for the Warriors. Now, Kelton Nitchie is also on kickoff team as one of their returners. And it's George Fisher catches the ball and tries to run with it. He's going up the sideline. It looks like there's a flag on the play.
This might look like a block in the back, but I'm not sure here. We'll see what the refs decide. Looking like this will be on the Warriors.
And this sets the Warriors back about 5 yards.
And we'll see what this Warriors offense can come up on the second drive. Seeing if they can get their wide receivers, Rhett Foster and George Fisher, hot.
Now it seems like the Warriors quarterback and receivers are on 2 different pages right that last drive, throwing that long ball to Rhett Foster, who put a little bit too much on it and didn't quite get it to him. Now,
as we said, Spencer Miller last week had 77 passing yards, 66% completion rating last week.
Now, Kyle, this looks like it is a completely different team from last year, but it looks like a completely different team mentally last year from the Warriors. I mean, last year they came out strong, they came out aggressive, they didn't let the Grain Valley Eagles put any points on us, and we won 29-0. And now this year, it's looking like we're slowing down a bit. We don't have that mindset of, hey, let's get this touchdown, let's go get these points. Instead, it's kind of like, hey, let's get every yard that we can, which can help them out in the long game. But right now, it's not really working out. They hand it off to number 1, Isaac Miller, who gets the first down.
And this is Isaac's second game this season. He sat out week 1 with a spleen injury, but that didn't hold him back. He rushed for 125 yards last week against Ruskin, who had 12 carries, and he also had 3 touchdowns.
Two receivers out to Miller's right, and then a nice QB run, and he finds open field, and he gets the first down, stopped around the 42-yard line in the Eagles' territory. Great play by number 18, Spencer Miller, who throws the fake pass, gets a little pump fake to Isaac Miller, and takes the ball up the field for about an 18-yard gain.
And Spencer Miller, a very versatile quarterback, not afraid to get out of the pocket, see some open field, and takes advantage of it.
And not afraid to take a hit, Kyle. He was a wide receiver last year for number 9, Kellen Simonzik, who was the quarterback, and now he's taking the reins for him, and he's not afraid to take a hit from his experience last year. Screen pass to number 23, Rhett Foster, who gets a couple yards on the play, second and long for the Warriors.
And as we have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter,
Warriors look like they're putting up a pretty drive right now. Got a flag on the punt, got to set them back a couple yards, but hasn't been slowing them down at all, getting a couple first downs on this drive. Hands it off to his brother, number 1, Isaac Miller, who's breaking a couple tackles and trying to fight for more yards. And 3rd and 1. And it looks like they're going with their power O run. Putting Mason Krim in the backfield for extra blocker, hand it off to Isaac Miller up the middle to get that extra yard for the first down, and they use it usually on the inside the 5 to get a touchdown. Oh, they're doing the run pitch option, my bad. And they still get the first down plus a little bit more. Isaac Miller on the 4-yard run.
They did exactly what you said. They brought Mason Krim back for an extra blocker, got an extra yard for the first down there.
And it looks like there's an official timeout on the field. This gives the Eagles and the Warriors time to regroup and see what the best strategy they need to do to move forward to stop the Warriors' offense, or for the Warriors to get through the rock-solid defense of the Grand Valley Eagles. And it looks like the Warriors' offense are back on the field along with Grand Valley's defense. They have two receivers out to Miller's left and one out to Miller's right, with his brother Isaac in the backfield. Then the shotgun formation. Miller snaps the ball, hands it off to number 1 Isaac Miller, who runs up the middle and gains about 5 yards on the play.
And this will bring up Warriors' second down, about 5 to go. As we are just past 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Ball is on the 25-yard line in Eagles territory. Worst case scenario for this, Kyle, the Warriors can get a field goal for about a 42-yard field goal and get 3 points up on the board.
But we'll see if they can get a first down here, as they're trying to gain back their momentum. And
it looks like Miller's flushed out the pocket. He's making a run for it, and he's got the first down plus more. Nice 11-yard run on that play right there by number 18, Spencer Miller, who was flushed out of the pocket.
Looks like he bobbled it there, but he regained control of the ball as he was running. Very athletic person. And that'll bring up a first down again.
Miller in the backfield. Spencer Miller's in the shotgun formation. Snaps the ball, hands it off to his brother Isaac Miller, who's bounced out to the left side and does not get any yards on that play. Second and long for the Warriors.
Number 1, Isaac Miller, ball carrier. Tackle out of bounds on the far sideline.
Now, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Eagles up 7-0 against the Smithville Warriors.
As we have Sam Calvert out to the left along with Rhett Foster, and he hands
another
it off.
handoff to number 1 Isaac Miller, who breaks a couple tackles and gets to the 7-yard line. Third and short for the Warriors. Now the Warriors are in the red zone right now, and they send in Mason Krim and Cody McKimmons, trying to get what they did on the previous set of downs and get a couple extra blockers in, and send Isaac up the middle or out to the side, another pitch option or another up the middle run, so they can get either a touchdown or a first down. And Isaac Miller up the middle, and he breaks free, and it's a Warrior touchdown.
Great job by Isaac Miller there. Falls down, but reaches his arm over the end zone line and gets the touchdown.
Fighting for the extra yardage, and that's what Isaac Miller does do best. in the game of football. He fights, he breaks tackles, and he reaches out to get as much yardage as he can for his team and for the possession. Now number 11, Evan Verhulst up to kick. 3 back, 2 to the side. Snap by Easley is good. Evan is up and through. Evan Verhulst 1 for 1 of the day, and now the game is tied at 7 apiece. Beautiful snap by number 33, Jacob Easley right there.
And that's what Ambro wanted. They wanted the Warriors to get a touchdown before first quarter ended, maybe get some momentum in this Warriors offense.
And now the Warriors kickoff team is onto the field. Again, number 11, Evan Verhulst set to kick off. And like Evan has done every other kick of the year, he's going to go deep right, deep left into the end zone, get the Grand Valley Eagles a touchback. Evan Verhulst sets the kick. 6 back. 5 to the side. Right hand goes up. Follows through, and it is at the 6-yard line. Good kick by Evan Verhulst.
And number 11, Logan Pratt returns that one. Looks for like 10 yards on that return. As we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Grand Valley offense will start at their 27-yard line.
All right, number 1, Cole Keller is in the shotgun formation for the Eagles. Bullet pass, screen pass to number 11, Logan Pratt, who's broke tackles and kept going for the first down, but there's a flag on the play.
We'll see what this is about. Maybe gaining the yardage, maybe gaining some yards from this penalty, or losing yardage.
Holding Eagles.
And this will look like a 5-yard, 10-yard penalty.
All right, 1st and 20 to go for the Grand Valley Eagles after that penalty, after that holding on the last play. Warriors sitting at the 4-3 defense. Pass to number 15, who falls to the hands of the wide receiver, number 15, Parker Bosserman, and number 9, Cody Simonzik. Almost picked up that interception for the Warriors.
That would have been a big play for the Smithville's defense. Get a turnover, score. This momentum keeps getting bigger.
Keep the momentum going, and that would have been one of their 3 turnovers they wanted to get before the game ends. One of the 3 takeaways. Almost intercepted by number 8, Zeke Weisner, but the bullet pass is caught by number 24, Gavin Euler. Now, Gavin Euler has been having a huge game for the Grand Valley Eagles so far, making up most of their yardage on either handoffs or catches made in their first couple drives. 3rd and long for the Eagles with 20 seconds remaining in the half.
See if they can get this play off before the quarter ends.
I mean, my bad, the quarter. Thank you, Kyle.
10 seconds left to play. And as he looks to pass it, it's
Intercepted by number 28, Hayden Sig, who's taking it back all the way to the 11-yard line. One of the 3 takeaways that the Smithville Warriors wanted to get on defense.
But there's a penalty on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
And it looks like there's a little scuffle between the Grain Valley Eagles and the Smithville Warriors. Beautiful coverage by number 28, Hayden Sig, right there.
And that'll look like that is a holding on Grain Valley, but that is declined. And the Smithville Warriors will have the ball at the 10-yard line at the start of the second quarter.
Huge play by the Smithville Warriors, getting that interception and putting it inside, possibly inside the red zone, to get another quick, easy touchdown by either a pass or a throw to put them up 14-0 against the Grain Valley Eagles.
And also, big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality, and Eric Craig, a powerhouse in KC real estate, and Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans.
And the Warriors offense is on the field. Miller in the backfield. Rhett Foster, Sam Calvert, and George Fisher out as receivers. Hands it off to number 1, Isaac Miller, who rushes up the middle for a couple yards. 2nd and long.
Haven't seen much of Isaac Miller tonight. Hopefully he gets his game going. Get some yardage, get the momentum up. Hopefully get some touchdowns before halftime.
Now this is a huge possession for the Smithville Warriors, being so close to the end zone. Hopefully they can capitalize on this chance, being so close to the end zone. If not, they can get 3 easy points with a field goal, but hopefully they can get the 7 that they're searching for. Miller in the backfield. Since J.B. Clark in motion, it's a pitch, it's a run option, and Miller goes up the middle.
And he'll be stopped at the 1 yard line there.
And they send in Cody McKimmons and Mason Krim for extra blockers like they do in this short situation.
And that will bring up a 3rd down.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, my bad.
It's all good. 1st and goal on the 1 yard line.
We'll see if this Grain Valley's defense can hold it up, only allowing 3 points last week.
Miller in the backfield, hands it up to Isaac Miller, who's in for the touchdown. Warrior touchdown by number 1, Isaac Miller, which is his 2nd of the night. Warriors are up 13-7 with Evan Verhulst coming up with the extra point.
As the Warriors take a 13-7 lead here with 10 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second quarter.
Snap is good. And Evans' kick is up and through. Beautiful kick by number 11, Evan Verhulst. And now kickoff team is on for the Warriors. Again, the Warriors are up 14-7 in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Now, it looks like the Warriors' offense and defense are firing on all cylinders right now, Kyle. Their defense let up a touchdown early in the first quarter, kind of being a little lackluster, being on their heels a little bit, but it looks like they've woken up, my bad, and they're starting to play. They're starting to get this game going. It's an aggressive game, like you said earlier, and it comes down to which team wants it more, and at the end of the day, whichever team wants it more will get the win. Evan Verhulst is up to kick. Probably going with a deep left right now. 6 back. And 5 to the side.
And they have a number 11 back in the backfield.
Beautiful kick by Verhulst. Reaches the back of the end zone, which is a touchback for the Grain Valley Eagles. Now the Grain Valley Eagles coming off of a shaky last drive, throwing an interception, hoping to bounce back on this drive and make something out of it, get some points, either a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah, this Grain Valley's offense can't give any turnovers. Smithville likes to capitalize on turnovers like we saw the last drive. It's got to be smart with the football. And as we have number 1, Cole Keller in the backfield to take a snap. And it'll be a rollout to his... That's going to be a sack by number 8, Zeke Weisner. And that is going to be a loss of about 7 yards.
Huge play by the Warriors defense. Now, number 1, Cole Number 1, Cole Keller was trying to roll out to his left and try to throw it cross field to one of his 3 receivers running vertically and get a big, huge play to gain momentum and get it a better field position, but was unable to find a target and couldn't scramble to get out of the pocket.
That'll bring up 2nd and 18.
Keller looking for another pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws a bullet pass to number 15, Parker Bosserman. Huge play by the Eagles offense right there. Back 2nd and 17. Back in their own field, back on their own half. Backed up to their end zone. Throws a bullet pass to number 15, Parker Bosserman, and gets 3rd and short. That'll
bring up a 3rd and 1. This will be a huge stop by Smithville's defense if they can hold them to a 4th down. But we'll see what this Grain Valley's offense can do.
Handoff up the middle, and it looks like they do get that 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Grain Valley Eagles. And that rush was made by number 25, Christian Lanier.
As we have 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like sideline. Something to do with Grain Valley sideline. Getting out to the field too much. And that'll make it, looks like a 1st and 15 maybe. No, it will stay a 1st and 10. That was just a warning. And as Cole Keller takes it and almost sacked by number 40, Gunnar Swindle. He read that play really good. Gets past his blocker and tackles the quarterback.
Great rush by the Warriors defense right there, Kyle.
Tad too late. Gets the ball out of his hands, but receiver was not looking. And that will bring up a 2nd and 10.
Now the first drive of the game, the Grain Valley Eagles offense looks so aggressive and had a drive and played with heart. And now it looks like they've slowed down a bit, trying to do what Smithville did and get every little yard they can. And a bullet pass to number 24, Gavin Euler.
And that was tackled by Warriors number 26, Braden Earlywine. And that will bring up a 3rd and 4.
Keller in the shotgun formation. There's a bullet pass over his receiver's head.
Great coverage by Smithville's defense, not letting the pass to catch that ball.
And it looks like number 1, Cole Keller, and number 24, Gavin Euler, are arguing a little bit on the sideline of the miscommunication of the ball, miscommunication of the throw.
That will bring up a 4th and 4 as they bring out their punting unit.
And Nitchie and Fisher in the backfield to receive the punt. And Smithville decides to leave the punt, and the ball stops around the 13-yard line. Warriors offense has to go the full length of the field to score a touchdown to get up by 21-7.
And that was a mistake by number 10, George Fisher, to let that roll. Could have caught it and made the Warriors offense get the ball at the 25-yard line, but instead they get it at the 13.
During practice, Coach Ambrose, he gets his punt returners out there in the field and he practices those. He practices those bouncy ones. And if it's bouncy like that, he yells, Peter, 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 and he tells them, hey, let's leave it. We'll get pushed back, but just leave the ball because we don't want to risk you getting injured and fumbling the ball or risk a mishap happening and them getting the ball. So on that play, they just said Peter, 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 and the ball rolled by.
Again, thanks for tuning in to our new YouTube channel, SMN Sports, as this will be our live streaming channel for years to come. If you would subscribe, that would be great. Really helps us out. But again, thanks for tuning in.
All right, Warriors offense back on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller, the quarterback. In the backfield, number 1, Isaac Miller. Receivers, number 10, George Fisher. Number 32, Sam Calvert. Number 23, Rhett Foster. And number 38, tight end, J.B. Clark. Miller in the shotgun formation with his brother Isaac behind him in the backfield. Sends Isaac in motion, throws a little bubble. Isaac's up the field, has blockers. Gets the first down and more. And he's still going. About a 23-yard pass for Spencer Miller to his brother Isaac Miller. And that's the duality, the versatility of both Spencer and Isaac. Isaac's able to rush with the ball and also catch the ball on like a little bubble out.
And that's what Isaac is great at. Turning the 10-yard play into a 15, breaking tackles, gets that extra yardage. That's what he's great at.
And Kyle, that's what we were talking about earlier in the game. The thing that Isaac Miller's so good at is gaining that extra yardage as much as he can, breaking tackles, reaching out, trying to get as much yardage for his team as he can. Since number 38, JB in motion, passes it to number 10, George Fisher, breaks free.
And he will pick up a Warriors first down. Haven't seen much out of George Fisher tonight, but comes up big on that play. Gets a Warriors first down.
Yeah, and this Warrior offense seems to be firing on all cylinders right now. With number 18, Spencer Miller, finding receivers. Number 10, George Fisher, his running back, also brother and dual threat, Isaac Miller. And now they're in the shotgun formation. Miller and Miller are in the backfield. Snaps the ball, fake handoff, and tries to run with it himself, and is tackled for a loss of 1 yard. 2nd and 11 to go for the Warriors.
And going back on George Fisher, didn't see much of him last week either. Only having 1 reception, but for 34 yards for a touchdown pass, which came up pretty big, but only getting 1 reception there last week. But we've seen a little more of George Fisher tonight.
All right. Yeah, and Miller in the shotgun formation. Fisher out to his left. Clark, Calvert, and Foster out to his right. He rolls to the left. Rolls to the right, pitches it to Isaac Miller, who runs up the field and gets about 6 yards on that play. 6 yards on that play, which brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Warriors.
And as we have approaching 5 minutes left in the first half.
Sit.
And this is a big 3rd down. The crowd is rumbling. 3rd and 5. We're literally feeling it up here in the press box.
And a timeout is called for the Warriors.
Timeout, Smithville.
Oh, that crowd was roaring, stomping their feet, getting their defense all hyped up. We were feeling it up here in the press box.
Great timeout by the Warriors. Settle their offense down. Convert on this important 3rd down.
Coach Ambrose just telling his offense, hey, let's calm down, 3rd and 5. Let's just get easy yards. Let's get the first down. Let's just calm down and control our game.
Great weather for tonight for a football game. Clear skies. Little couple clouds
Like
in the sky.
Sam Speck said on the morning announcements this morning, about 80 degrees out right now, Kyle. Beautiful weather. Little breeze. Beautiful weather to play some football. Warriors offense back out on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller.
And as this crowd is rumbling again, Isaac is in the backfield next to his twin brother, Spencer. There's George Fisher and Sam out to his left. And
Hands it off to Isaac, who breaks a couple tackles up the middle and is stopped at the first down.
And that will be a short of a first down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth and about 1.5 for Smithville. My bad, 4th and 2. And I think the Warriors might be going for this one, Kyle. My bad. It's 4 minutes left in the half. This might be the last time they get the ball this half, so they're thinking, let's score on this possession. Let's get the ball down the field as much as we can. But it looks like they are going to punt it with Isaac Miller.
That's a good punt. If George can get there, just short of that one. That would have been a great punt.
Now,
Would have pinned them at the 1 yard line.
If you notice that one, Kyle, they snap the ball to Isaac Miller, and Isaac Miller's thinking about running for it. That was one of the plays here. Like, we have Isaac Miller in the backfield. He can punt it too, but maybe he can pick up a couple extra yards by rushing it. So they're thinking, what if we can rush a couple extra yards? If the option's not there, let's just punt it. And that's what happened on that play right there.
And as Cole Keller takes his offense with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first half. As we said, Cole didn't really have a good game last week, going 4 for 12 for 70 passing yards, but he's coming up big tonight.
He was hot on the first drive, but it looks like he's cooled down a little bit. Handing it off to his running back, who finds open field, number 24, Gavin Euler, who seems to be gone for a Green Valley Eagles touchdown.
Great play by him, breaking tackles, looks for open yardage. One defender left, outran him. And they are looking to tie this game up before halftime.
And number 98, Jack Nust, the kicker's on for the Green Valley Eagles. Beautiful play there by the Green Valley Eagles. Finding the holes, getting good blockers, finding open field to get the touchdown to help tie the game up. And if he makes this kick, it will tie the game up.
That sure did get the Green Valley's bleachers roaring.
And the game is tied up at 14 apiece with 3:34 left to go in the first half. Now, the Green Valley Eagles offense looked to cool off a little bit after the first drive. First drive and most of the second quarter looked to cool off a bit, and now it shows that they can turn up the heat whenever they want. They can turn up the fire whenever they want, and it showed it right there on that play, Kyle.
Seems like a different Green Valley offense from last week. Only getting 2 field goals throughout their whole game. But they already have 2 touchdowns on tonight.
They've already doubled the score from last week, Kyle. And then some. And number 28, Hayden Sig in the backfield. Number 7, Noah Ricker. And number 3, Kelton Nitchie, the returners for the Warriors. And number 98, Jack Nust for the kick. And it looks like he's going for another pooch right on this. And it's probably going to go to number 38, J.B. Clark on the 30-yard line right here outside the numbers.
And Nick Blanton receives that one. Returns that for, it looks like, 1 yard there. And the Warriors will take over at the 39-yard line with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first half. We'll see if the Smithville offense can get some points on the board before halftime.
3:30 to go in the first half. Warriors offense on the field. Green Valley's defense on the field.
Got Isaac Miller in the backfield.
A little play action, and he dumps it to number 1, Isaac Miller, who's running up the field. Breaks tackles, and it looks like it might be a block in the back by number 38, JB, on the penalty play. Huge run and huge play by the Smithville Warriors offense.
We'll have to see if this holds, as there's a flag at the 50-yard line. But this will look like it will bring them back. Big mistake by the Warriors offense there. Holding them up from like a 40-yard run there.
And it looks like the flag is going to be...
Flag looks like it was on J.B. Clark.
Huge play by the Smithville Warriors, though. Showing that they still have it, too. They still got this fire. They still got this drive, too. Making a play out of nothing. And it sets the Warriors back 10 yards, which comes up to a 1st and 20 for the Smithville offense. My bad. They did not accept the penalty, so it is 1st and 10 on the 39 with 3:16 left to go in the first half.
And as we have George Fisher out to Spencer's left, and we have Brett Foster and Sam Calver out to his right.
Pass to number 32, Sam Calver, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, finds open field, and is taken out about the 37.
And that will look like that's Sam Calvert's first reception of tonight. Haven't seen much of him tonight either. Sam Calvert has, for tonight's game, he had 2 receptions for 21 yards on the season. Getting some varsity playing time as a sophomore.
That's huge for Smithville because this receiving core of Foster, Nitchie, and Calvert will be with them for another 2 years so they can train and they can get the chemistry that they need for the next 2 years to possibly become the best receiving core in the conference 2 years from now, their senior year, and lead their team to more victories.
And as we just saw, looks like there's a Smithville injury on the field.
Number 50, Cole Caston, their offensive lineman, got injured on the play. Athletic trainer Jenny Fyatt is out on the field. And don't forget, big thanks to our sponsors for tonight's show. Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality. Eric Craig, a powerhouse in KC Real Estate. And Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans. For show... Again, thank you to our sponsors for tonight's game. To soccer. All sports are included here, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to get all the news updates and all of the sporting updates and live streams here on SMN Sports.
And thanks for tuning in tonight for our Friday night football games here on the Smithville Media Network, our new YouTube channel, SMN Sports, which is the home of football, basketball, soccer live streams,
and even a couple wrestling. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to SMN Sports, the home of the live stream for Smithville High School sports. And it looks like they throw Cody McKimmons into number 50 Cole Caston's spot as he's injured. Now Cody did play offensive line last year for the Warriors, and he's also playing defensive line for the Warriors this year, playing both sides of the ball this game. Do you think that will affect his defense later in the game? Miller sends Isaac out in the bubble and hands it off, and throws a bullet to number 10, George Fisher, who comes up with a big first down for the Warriors.
Big play by him as we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half.
Score is 14-14.
From the far hatch on first and 10 Smithville. Ball at the Eagle. 27-yard line.
Warriors hoping to break the tie before halftime. Maybe get a field goal or a touchdown.
Miller looks for George Fisher again, who gets another first down, but fumbles the ball.
We'll see what the call is on that. Looks like it was out of bounds before the Grain Valley Eagles could control that one. So that will be a bigger gain on the Warriors offense there.
And it looks like on that play, George Fisher got hit right in his stomach, right where the ball was, to make him lose control of that ball, and the ball tumbling out of bounds. And it looks like it is 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Yeah, if the Grain Valley defense was in bounds when they had possession of that ball, they would have taken that ball away from the Warriors and maybe even get a score of their own. But it was out of bounds before they could control that one.
Ball security is a big emphasis in the Warriors offense. Hands off to number 1, Isaac Miller, who runs up the middle and gains a couple yards on the play, around 4 yards on that play. 2nd and 6 to go for the Warriors offense with 1:45 left in the first half. Now, this is the 2-minute drill that they practice every day in practice. 2 minutes left, we got to score a touchdown. We got to get down the field. And they're already down the field, so all I got to do is just punch it in to take the lead before the half concludes.
And Isaac Miller is experiencing something he hasn't yet this season. Gets the ball, but immediately smothered by the opponent's defense.
And Isaac Miller is golfed up in the backfield. Now, Warriors and Grain Valley Eagles are fighting this game. 14-14, both sides of the ball, playing aggressive, playing hard football. And at the end of the day, it comes out who wants it more, who wants to get that win more, and that's who will get the win. 1 minute left to go, 3rd and 8 with the ball on the 10-yard line. Warriors have to come up big here. If they don't make a play on this, they might call a timeout and just send out the field goal team to get 3 easy points to take the lead before the half concludes.
As the clock is winding down here, running clock. But that will be a timeout on the Smithville Warriors.
35 seconds to go in the first half.
Just a timeout there to stop the clock, settle the offense down, make sure they can capitalize on this field position. And as the Grain Valley's defense comes back out onto the field, hopefully holding this Warriors offense for a 4th down, as it is a 3rd and 8 with 35 seconds left.
And this is a big play for the Smithville offense. 35 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 10-yard line. They have to make something out of this play or they settle for 3 points. And the offense is on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller, their quarterback.
And as this audience again is rumbling but beneath us, as we are on top of the press box tonight.
Miller looks for a pass and gets it off right before he is tackled, and it looks like it is 4th down for the Warriors. So they're sitting on the field goal team with Evan Verhulst to attempt a 27-yard field goal.
And Spencer Miller got hit big on that one as he was throwing it. That's why he didn't get all the way to his receiver like he'd liked.
Now kick. The field goal team is on. Number 11, Evan Verhulst kicking the field goal for the Warriors. His longest last year was 40 yards. It's 27 out. Kick is up. And it is good. Warriors go up 17-14 with 26 seconds to go in the first half.
That's what they were looking for. Get the lead before halftime, come out second half, extend the lead. Great job by the Warriors offense to get that done.
And now 26 seconds left. Smithville's defense has to stop them up front. Rain Valley's offense might be going down the field trying to get a touchdown, trying to get a field goal to tie the game up or take the lead.
Gotta make them use their make them use their last time out so they can't stop the time. Hold them to the run game, make the clock, keep running. Gotta make them, force them to the middle of the field so they can't go to bounds to stop the clock.
Evan Verhulst up to kick, 6 back, 5 to the side, trying to go deep in the back of the end zone like he's done every other time. Kick is up. And it's back of the end zone. Evan Verhulst, kicker for the Warriors. And Kyle, you know, kickers are people too. Always remember that special teams, one of the most important teams in football. Speaking from a former kicker myself, kickers are people too. Every form of the special teams, long snappers, holders, and kickers are all people too.
And there's number 11, Logan Pratt, let that one go out of the end zone. And as they take over at the 20-yard line with 26 seconds left in the first half, we'll see what they can come up with.
And now it looks like the Warriors offense and defense, the whole Warriors team all around has just been showing aggression as they let up their their Grain Valley star running back, number 18, Jamor Golden, for a huge rushing game.
And he had a big game last week with 22 carries for 97 yards.
The last 2 plays for the Grain Valley Eagles have shown that they have all heart in everything they do, all plays, defensive and offensively, all heart. Cole Keller drops back to throw, rolls to his right, throws a deep ball downfield, and Cody Simonza gets the takeaway on the interception. He's running up the field and gets taken down around the 19-yard line.
And as there was a flag on the play, we'll have to see what that's about.
Injured player on the field, number 62 for the Grain Valley Eagles. Colson Donner.
Great job by Cody Simoncic there. Sees the ball, turns over his shoulder, makes an over-the-shoulder catch. One of the hardest catches in football.
7.3 seconds to go in the first half. Holding. So it looks like it was a holding on the defense, possibly, or holding on the offense, my bad, to set the...
Looked like a block in the back there on the Warriors. As we have 7 seconds left in the first half.
Now Warriors are probably just going to kneel this ball and go to halftime just to regroup.
They do not want a turnover here, so that's why they're going to kneel it. And that is what the Warriors look like they're going to do. Take the ball, kneel it, go into halftime.
and they kneel the ball and go into halftime. Before we go into halftime, we would like to thank our sponsors here at SMN Sports. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality. Eric Craig, a powerhouse in the KC real estate, and Kitty Trump, a veteran serving veterans. Thank you for sponsoring this live stream presented by SMN Sports. And if you aren't already subscribed to SMN Sports, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are the live streaming service for Smithville High School sports. Football, soccer, basketball, and wrestling, all streamed by SMN Sports.
Thanks for tuning in for the first half, and we will be right back for second half action as the Warriors lead 17-14.
And welcome back to second half action. I am one of your commentators, Liam Wolf, joined by Kyle Corkle, Owen Myers behind the camera, and Sam Speck behind the computer. We love Sam and we love Owen and we love our commentators. We love everything about our live streaming team, and we bring the sports to you on SMN Sports, live streaming football, soccer, wrestling, and basketball, girls and boys, on SMN Sports. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And to start off the second half, the Smithville Warriors will receive the kick. Going into the second half, the Warriors are up 17-14 against the Grain Valley Eagles, and they will be receiving the kick, which will lead their offense on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller, and in the backfield, number 1, Isaac Miller, and the receivers, Rhett Foster, Sam Calvert, George Fisher, the tight end, J.B. Clark.
And let's talk about some key players that we saw first half. We saw Isaac Miller get 2 touchdowns, Spencer Miller with some athletic passes, runs. We've seen some catches by George Fisher, Sam Calvert to get some major first downs when they needed them.
All right, kickoff for the Grain Valley Eagles, number 98, Jack Nust, going with a pooch left, it looks like. It is up and caught around the 20-yard line by number 3, Kelton Nitchie, who gains about 8 yards on that play. Now Warriors offense on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller.
Number 3, Jack Alexander on the return for Smith.
And we would just like to thank everybody who's tuning in right now for tuning in to SMN Sports to view this live stream of the football game of the Smithville Warriors.
Smithville Warriors will take over at the 34-yard line.
Miller in the backfield, hands it off to Miller, who breaks a couple tackles and is stopped.
Looks like his helmet came off on that play.
No yards gained, and it's subbed out, and now number 28 Hayden Sig is it, and number 28 Hayden had a explosive performance.
Touches on the ball. Hayden Sig has 105 rushing yards on the season, which is really good for a sophomore playing first-time varsity.
Ball thrown a little bit behind number 23 Rhett Foster on that play. 3rd and long for the Warriors. And it looks like Isaac Miller has checked back into the game.
He check off the game. He check out when the helmet comes off. You got to sub out for one play, then you can come back in. That's why he went out.
Thank you, Kyle. I did not know that fact. Thank you. Now the Warriors try to come up big with this 3rd and long to get a first down.
As we got Rhett Foster out to his right, we got Sam Calvert and George Fisher out to his left.
Miller drops back, flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run to number 23, Rhett Foster.
Now, looks like that will be short of a first down, so that'll be 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it here on 4th down.
And Coach Ambrosen is visibly mad because he believes that number 23 Rhett Foster got past to get the first down and was just dragged back, thus causing forward progression and making a first down.
As Smithville tries to convert on a 4th down.
And it looks like it's a timeout Warriors.
The Grand Valley Children's Defensive Offense locally on top of Murphy's for their sponsorship of Grand Valley activities. Visiting their 6 locations, including Grand Valley, Richmond, South, and Richmond North, for your families taking big dinners together with Papa Murphy's Love at 425 each. The Grand Valley investments in Grand Valley for their sponsorship of Grand Valley activities. Call Terry Grant or visit his office on Main Parkway. He sees the Grand Valley High School for you and does what needs to make it clean for the rest.
And again, big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality. Also, Eric Craig, a powerhouse in KC Real Estate, and Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veteran.
And now a big 4th and 1 for the Warriors offense. Miller hands it off to Miller up the middle, and it looks like they got the first down. 1st and 10 for the Smithville Warriors.
Big first down by the Smithville Warriors, trying to get started here in the second half, getting some points on the board. As we have 10 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter.
Smithville carries good. 4 first down. From international, 1st and 10 Smithville. Ball inside the 44-yard line.
Spencer back in shotgun formation to take the snap. Looks to pass.
Finds number 32, Sam Calvert, who has a big gain on the play and is thrown out of bounds around the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Smithville Warriors. Again, the score is 17-14 in the third quarter, 9:49 left to go.
Great job by Spencer Miller. Get out of the pocket, look for a receiver downfield, and finds them perfectly. As Spencer gets the ball, getting a little pressured.
Rolls out, throws it to his intended receiver, which is number 3, Keltnichi, but is unsuccessful.
That was a little low on the throw. Could have been a little higher, and Keltnichi would have caught that one. But that will bring up a 2nd and 10. And that was Spencer Miller for a gain.
And it looks
About
like it is 3rd and about
3 yards.
6 for the Warriors. Again, Warriors need to come up huge on this 3rd down play.
And that will bring up a 3rd and 5
My bad, 3rd and 5. Yes, thank you, Kyle. My bad.
from the Grain Valley 31-yard line, as we have 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Spencer rolls out to his left, looking for a receiver. Doesn't find one.
And it looks like it might be a late hit on the quarterback there because the ball was out of his hands and he got pummeled out of bounds. And the whole Smithville defense, the Smithville sideline, coaches and players were reaching for the flags, and we saw flags fly left and right.
Yeah, that would look like it'll be a late hit on Grain Valley's defense. It's been interesting to see these two offenses go at it from the start of the game, with Grain Valley having an opening drive for a touchdown, then Smithville responding by another touchdown.
And it's been a hard-fought game for both teams in this game, Kyle. Both teams limiting each other to 2 touchdowns. Grain Valley Eagles limiting the Warriors' touchdown drive to just a field goal, and the score is 14-17 Warriors with 8:45 left to go in the third quarter.
And the refs are trying to figure out what this call is, and they were walking it off.
There are 2 fouls against the Eagles.
And it looks like there are 2 fouls, 2 penalties against the Grain Valley Eagles on that, which gives the Warriors
A first down.
first and 10.
Check of the penalties are unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles and personal foul against the Eagles. First down.
And it looks like the penalties for the Eagles are unsportsmanlike conduct and a personal foul, which puts the Warriors in the red zone. First and 10 to go on the 10-yard line. Huge possession for the Warriors to start out the half. Miller in the backfield with Foster and Calvert out to his right and Fisher out to his left, with Clark out to his right. Looking for blockers. Isaac Miller runs up the middle and is stopped around the 8-yard line.
And that will bring up a second down.
Second and goal for the Warriors.
Short gain on the carry. Second and goal for Smithville upcoming. Ball at the Eagle 9-yard line.
Warriors offense onto the field. Miller in the backfield. Fisher, Foster, and Calvert out on the receivers. And he finds JB for the Warrior touchdown. Warriors are up 23-14 against the Grain Valley Indians. Beautiful play there by Miller to Clark. Clark just ran up the middle, had no coverage on him.
Great design play by the Warriors. Spencer takes it back, looking for a receiver. JB Clark figures he's open, goes to the end zone, turns around, and catches the ball. And that will put the Warriors up what they were looking for. First drive, first touchdown in the second half.
Evan up to kick, 3 back, 2 to the side, muffle punt. They yell fire. Spencer's going for it, and he gets the 2-point conversion on the muffled snap.
And again, that's versatile. Spencer Miller fumbles the ball, goes, we got to run the ball. Finds an open gap and runs it to the end zone for the Smithville's first 2-point conversion of the year. And that will put the Warriors up 25-14 with 7 minutes and 55 seconds left in this third quarter.
Huge drive by the Warriors there, Kyle. Fought their way down the field, got a couple of flags thrown against the other team, which put them in better field position. Punched the ball up the middle, threw to JB Clark, and then when they get hit with the PAT, bad snap, Spencer Miller goes into his fire flight mode and gets the 2-point conversion to put the Warriors up by 11.
And we'll see what the Grain Valley's offense can respond after that Smithville Warriors drive. Can they put the pressure back onto the Warriors' young defense? 11 new starters this year, as we said in the beginning games.
Beautiful kick by Evan Verhulst down to the 4-yard line, and he is Number 11, Logan Pratt with a huge return, taking the ball all the way from the 4-yard line to the 35, about a 31-yard return. And now, Green Valley Eagles offense are on the field led by number 1, Cole Keller, junior quarterback for the Eagles. He's got Jamor Golden in the backfield with him. Hands it off to Golden. Up the middle. Fights for yard. Tackled. Made by number 9, Cody Simoncic, and helped by number 8, Zeke Weisner on that play. Second and short for the Grand Valley Eagles.
Quick snap here by the offense. Trying to put more pressure on the Warriors defense and make them a little more confused, as we see as Ricker and Simoncic switch in the backfield.
And it looks like Gold was talking to his quarterback with a quick pass, and it is not completed. It is incomplete, my bad. He got hit on the play, which made him drop the ball. What's up, Kyle?
Noah Ricker with that big hit right as he turns around to catch the ball. Big hit to the stomach, makes him drop the ball. That will bring up a 3rd and 4. Big play by Noah Ricker.
And now the Warriors just need to stop them here and control their game. If the Grand Valley Eagles want to get back in it, they got to have that high tempo offense, control their game, and go run and gun down the field. Now, Kyle, I'm surprised the Grand Valley Eagle haven't tried that play that they scored their first touchdown on with the flea flicker to the wide receiver. And it looks like number 24, Gavin Euler, it gets the first down for the Eagles. Now, like I said at the beginning of the game, Kyle, number 24, Gavin Euler, has been a huge impact for the Grand Valley's offense. They can put him in at running back. He can get 6 or 7 yards, get that first down. Put him in at receiver, go for the long ball, catches it over the Warriors defender. How do you think the Warriors defense can stop this versatile player, number 24, Gavin Euler?
They just got to make sure they put a man on him. Pressure right as he gets the ball. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. And this will be a handoff to number 15.
And it looks like there's a flag on the play. And it is a false start on the Eagles, which sets them back about.
This will be a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles.
5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 for the Grand Valley Eagles. Again, penalties have set both teams back in this game so far. Mostly with the Grand Valley Eagles with having penalties both on offense and on defense, as we saw in the last drive for the Grand Valley Eagles. Now, they need to fix this up, Kyle, if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, they got to be strict on their offensive.
Bullet pass to number 16, Carter Day, which is a huge reception and gains about 12 yards on that play, which is making it second and around 3. My bad, he gained 11 on that reception, which makes it 2nd and 4. Eagles ball.
As the Eagles have number 24, Gavin Euler in the backfield, as we were talking about, very versatile. Having that huge run to make the Eagles 14.
And Gavin Euler trying to run up the middle, get some more yards, but has only gained about 1. 3rd and 3 to go for the Eagles. Score is 25-14, 14-25 with the Warriors ahead by 11 with 5:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now, Kyle, their offense has been getting yards, and right as soon as they've been getting them taken away with all the flags and penalties, messing up the offense, messing up the groove. If they get this offense checked out and these penalties in check, we will be in for a special treat. Hands it off to number 4, Seth Dankenbrink, and gets a big rush on that play, getting a first down for the Eagles.
And a good tackle made by number 9, Cody Simoncic. Trips his ankles. Make sure he doesn't get another couple yards on that one. And that will be an official timeout on the field.
And now, since it's the officials' timeout, we would like to give a big thanks to our sponsors tonight. Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality. Eric Craig, a powerhouse in KC for real estate. And Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's live stream. And also, thank you to everybody who's watching right now on SMN Sports. I know it's been a bumpy ride trying to get this live streaming up for you, the fans, but I'm glad you stuck with it and you are watching right now on SMN Sports. If you haven't not already subscribed, please subscribe for more sporting content in the future. Now back to the action. Grain Valley Eagles offense, led by number 1, Cole Keller, back on the field. And Warriors trying to stop them up front. Warriors are playing a 4-3 defense. Keller in the shotgun formation.
As he has 3 receivers and 2 people in the backfield.
Calling an audible to his team. Hands it off to number 24, Gavin Euler, who tries to spin off the tackle and only gains about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Grain Valley Eagles. Now, before this game, we were talking about the star running back, number 18, Jerome Golden. But right now, we haven't seen much of him. We've seen more of number 24, Charlie Day, Gavin Euler as the emerging running back / receiver versatile player in this Eagles offense. And a quick slant to number 11, Logan Pratt, for a Grain Valley touchdown, which puts the score to 20-25, with the Warriors still ahead, but huge play by the Grain Valley Eagles.
Great way for the Eagles to start off this second half. Their first drive, touchdowns. It's the way they wanted to start it. Get some momentum. See if they can score another touchdown to get on top of this Warriors.
And it looks like the Grain Valley Eagles are going for 2 to match the 2 that the Warriors converted on down here to try to cut the lead down to 3.
And this will be the first 2-point conversion the Warriors see on defense this year.
And in the backfield, they have number 4, Seth Dankenbrink, and number 33, Tanner Wallen, and the number 1, Cole Keller, took it himself and got the 2-point conversion. Scores 22-25. Warriors with a huge 2-point conversion by the Eagles.
We have 4 minutes left, and this is a 3-point game here at Grain Valley High School. This will be an interesting game to watch from here on out. Both teams starting drives, get a touchdown. Makes it an even closer game here.
And now kickoff team for the Grain Valley Eagles is on. Number 98, kicker, Jack Nust. Getting ready, getting set to kick the ball off. And as Warriors have in the backfield, for returning. Number 28 in the center, Hayden Sagno. Out to the left. Number 7, Noah Ricker. And out to the right. Number 3, Kelton Nitchie. Jack Nust sets the ball, and it looks like from his steps, he's taking a pooch left right here now, Kyle. Pooch left for number 98, Jack Nust.
And number 3, Kelton Nitchie will receive that one. Looking for the sideline, but gets tackled out of bounds at the 33-yard line for about 10-yard return on that one. Now will bring up a first down for the Warriors.
Warriors offense onto the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller. And help, number 1, Isaac Miller. Number 38, tight end, J.B. Clark. Number 32, 23, and 10. Number 32, Sam Calvert. Number 23, Red Foster. And number 10, George Fisher as his wide receiving core. Miller in the backfield with his receivers out to his left and right. Miller in the shotgun formation. Stamps the ball, hands it up the middle to number 1, Isaac Miller, who runs up the middle but is stopped about 3 yards in. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors.
Leading the charge for Eagles number 4, Seth Dankenbrink.
And Spencer and Isaac Miller are a key part of this Warriors offense this year, and they were last year too, with Isaac Miller running for 1,251 rushing yards last season. Really big numbers put up by the junior last year, Isaac Miller.
Now, Kyle, I've noticed in this game we've kind of calmed down in the running game. Oh, and Spencer Miller kept it himself and going, but there's a flag on the play. It looks like it might be holding on the Smithville offense. Now, what I was trying to say, Kyle, is it looks like they're stopping the run game up front, both for the Warriors offense and for the Grand Valley's offense. They're stopping the run up top, and both of the last touchdowns have been scored on passing plays. Do you think that's a factor in the game in the second half?
Yeah, Grand Valley's defense is doing a really good job at stopping Isaac Miller like 2 to 3 yards off the line of scrimmage, making sure he doesn't get the big gains that he likes, like 10, 15-yard gains off the running plays. And as we have 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, 2nd and 7.
2nd and long for the Warriors. It looks like they gave number 58, Cody McKimmons, a break on offensive line and subbed in number 70, Mason Krim. Miller back to throw, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left, and throws it over the intended receiver, number 32, Sam Calvert, but there's a flag on the play, possible pass interference.
Yeah, it looks like he got tripped up there, which would make it a pass interference, not able to catch that ball. Might have been an accident on that defense, but still it's got to be a pass interference. And as the Grand Valley's fans do not agree with that call. And that's what it is.
It is pass interference on the defense, which gives the Warriors a 2nd down. And now Cody McKimmon's back on for the Warriors offensive line, subbing out number 70, Mason Krim. And the ball is taken up to and it looks like it's a fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Now, the Warriors have been taking control of the tempo this game recently so far, holding the ball for having possession for most of the third quarter, trying to slow the game down and just get it over with, trying to say, hey, we're up, let's calm down. If we got the easy points, let's take the easy points, but slow down and make sure we win this game. Fisher and Calvert out to his left. Miller's left, and Red out to his right. Miller in the backfield. J.B. Clark in motion. Miller in the shotgun formation.
Hands it off to Isaac Miller.
Cuts up the defense and gets about 7 on the play, but there's another flag on the field.
Penalty flag again, the flag.
And that looked like a gain of about 7. But we'll have to see what this penalty makes it.
And it looks like number 57 is hobbling out for the Grand Valley Eagles defense. Number 57, Donovan McBride, and he's replaced by number 44, Michael Sanchez.
And this looks like this penalty will be on the Warriors. Not sure what it is yet.
It's a holding on the Warriors offense.
And that will bring up a first and long. Probably a first and 15.
First and 15 for the Warriors. Again, Kyle, penalty flags plaguing both their offenses, slowing them down, making them lose their momentum.
Again, thanks for tuning in tonight on SMN Sports. We really enjoy calling these games. And
Play action pass by Miller. Off his back foot, throws it to his brother Isaac, who gets the first down.
And he is tackled out of bounds at the Grain Valley 40-yard line. Good for a Warriors first down. Great way to get out of that first and 20.
Huge play by Miller to Miller. And they've been making those huge plays all game, Miller to Miller. If it's a handoff, if it's a little toss, if it's a pitch and go, if it's a little bubble, they've been making those huge plays all games, which have been tearing up the Grain Valley Eagles defense.
And as we have 2 minutes and 39 seconds left, and as Spencer takes a snap and passes out to George Fisher. And he stays on his feet. And that will be another Warriors first down as he gets tackled around the 30-yard line. Spencer looks up, finds George Fisher, runs up the field, breaks tackles, and is enough for the Warriors first down.
Play is good for Smithville first down from the near hash mark. First and 10 Smithville ball from the 30-yard line.
Spencer gathering up his offense out of the huddle. Kelton Nitchie to his right. Rhett and George out to his left. And that will look like there's another flag on the play. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe a false start on the defense. Actually looks like, yeah, false start on the Warriors. And that will be a 5-yard penalty. As we are winding down in the third quarter. It's been a jam-packed game from both teams, offensively and defensively. And that will be a timeout on the Warriors. Their first timeout of the half. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight. Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams come true. And also Eric Craig, a powerhouse in the KC real estate. And Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring our live stream. They make us be able to put this on every night. Thank you, guys. And this will be a 1st and 15 on the Warriors offense, as we have 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the third quarter. 5-yard penalty that last play on the Warriors offense. False start there. As we have Spencer's twin brother right next to each other, Isaac, as he goes out. And that will be a fumble, but he will get out of it, and he will make a gain out of the play. Well done by him. He was about to throw, but came out of his hands, picked it up, and runs for a gain for that one.
Spencer Miller recovers the fumble on the play. Run out of bounds along the near sideline.
And that will be a gain of about 3-4 yards. Actually 7 yards. Second and 8 here, as the Warriors are looking to extend their lead. And throws it to George Fisher, and he will get a gain of about 3 yards, which will bring up a third down. And that will bring up a 3rd and 6.
Third down, upcoming.
As we said, Smithville's quarterback, Spencer Miller, a little new to the position, played it his freshman year and come back his senior year and plays it after Kellen Samonsic graduates. And Spencer takes it and throws to his twin brother Isaac. And that will look like a short of the first down. It'll be 4th and inches.
In on the stop, I believe it was number 33.
4th and 1, the clock winding down. They're probably just going to wait this one out and return the start of the 4th quarter.
Brings up 4th down, Fort Smithville.
4th and 1 for Smithville, start of the 4th quarter. You think they're going to go for this one, Kyle?
Might as well. 4th and 1. If they don't get the first down, then they pin the Eagles at their 20-yard line. At this type of game, Smithville's gotta go for it. Gotta get the extra points. You never know what Grain Valley's gonna do.
Again, a big thanks to you, the viewers who are viewing this live stream right now on SMS Sports. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to get notifications about upcoming and other sport events here at Smithville High School, such as wrestling, football, soccer, high school basketball, boys and girls. Thank you for supporting, and please subscribe. Now back on the field, the Warriors offense led by the Miller twins, George Fisher, Sam Calvert, Red Foster, the offensive line, and J.B. Clark.
And as we have a score update, Platte County is beating Kearney 45-7. Not expecting that one. And also Grandview is beating Minnetonka 14-2. Close game there at halftime. Both teams are at half.
And Miller finds the hole and gets the touchdown. Third touchdown for Isaac Miller this game. Off of that formation with Mason Krim And Cody McKimmon's in the backfield for extra blockers. That puts up the Warriors 31-22 against the Grand Valley Eagles.
Spencer Miller to Isaac Miller, and that's what we like to call Miller time. Great job by the Twins to get that touchdown.
Miller time, Kyle, indeed.
Now we'll put up the Warriors 31-22. Great job by the Twins to get that job done.
And Evan Verhulst up to kick to possibly put up the Warriors 32-22 with 11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. And there's a flag on the play. False start, Warriors. And that pushes the PAT back about 5 yards, which gives them about a 25-yard PAT, which was demonstrated by Evan Verhulst earlier in the game by his 26-yard field goal is no problem for him. He's just got to calm down, get his 3 back, 2 to the side, line up, and follow through. Make the extra point.
5 yards, not much of a difference for Evan Verhulst, having such a strong and accurate leg.
Evan Verhulst up to kick, and there is another flag on the play. False start offense again. And another 5-yard penalty, which puts Evan Verhulst at a 30-yard PAT.
That is interesting here. 2 false starts on the Warriors offense. We don't see that much often. And that'll be a 30-yard attempt.
Now, last year, the Warriors, when they played Grand Valley, made a 36-yard field goal. So this is almost getting in that territory. Almost there, Kyle. Who made that kick last year?
And as we have 11 minutes and 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it's up.
And it soars through. But the kick is no good. Wide left.
Interesting there. Evan usually makes those.
Miller talking to the ref, trying to get what the false start was all about, possibly thinking it might be on the kicker, Evan Verhulst, for dragging his foot, getting his kicking step right. But the score still stands 22-31. Warriors on top with 11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. And a score update, the Grandview Bulldogs are beating the Winnetonka Griffins 14-2 at halftime. And another score update, Platte County has scored a touchdown, and they are up 51-7 against the Kearney Bulldogs. Now Evan Verhulst up to kick for Smithville, 6 back, 5 to the side. And he's looking for the back of the end zone on this. Hands up. Follows through. Line drive to the back of the end zone. Evan Verhulst, number 11, kicker for the Warriors.
And number 11, Logan Pratt, decides not to catch that one. The Warriors special teams were there, right there. Decides not to take a chance at that one.
And Grand Valley Eagles offense is on the field, led by number 1, Cole Keller. Their quarterback, and Smithville's defense is on the field. They're playing the 4-3 defense. In the backfield for the Eagles, number 18, Jerome Gold.
And Cole Keller's not a small dude, standing at 6'4", 200 pounds. One of the bigger quarterbacks we'll see in this conference.
Jet sweep to number 11.
And there's a fumble on the play. Smithville says he recovers it. And Smithville has it. Looks like a fumble made by Haynes Sig.
And that is the second out of 3 takeaways that the Smithville defense has been trying to get this whole game. That puts the Smithville Warriors offense in a great position to get a touchdown or a field goal.
Great job by Hayden Sig. Makes contacts with him, decides to strip the ball, see if he has it, if the ball's loose in his hands, and decides, strips it out, and lets his defense recover the ball. Great job by Hayden Sig.
Huge play by the Smithville Warriors defense. Pass to George Fisher, trying to find some yardage on the play and gets about 5 on that play. Quick little pass to George Fisher to get some quick yardage, move the ball up the field more. 11:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Warriors up 31 to 22. Now the second half, the Warriors offense and defense have been firing on all cylinders. Warriors getting an interception to close out the half by number 9, Cody Simonzik. And then to start off the fourth quarter, get a fumble and put their offense in great position. Miller in the backfield, a little run option, pitches it to his brother Isaac Miller, who trucks a guy, gets that extra yardage, and is in the red zone.
And that will bring up a Warriors first down. Spencer trusts his brother Isaac. He's in better field position, but tosses it back to Isaac, and then Isaac sprints forward, breaks some tackles, and gets the Warriors first down. That will bring up a first and goal.
My bad, it does not look like a first and goal. It looks like a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Miller in the backfield. Foster out to the right. Fisher, Calvert out to the left. Tight end J.B. Clark in motion, hands it off to Miller, who bounces out to the right side and is stopped about 2 yards in. 2 and 8 to go for the Smithville Warriors offense.
Gain 3 on the carry for Smithville, 2nd down and 7.
And Calvert looks to be limping off the field, maybe a little bit of an injured or maybe a little bit tired, got a little roughed up on that play, but is subbed by number 3, Kelton Nitchie. Miller in the backfield, Nitchie and Foster out to the left and Fisher out to the right. Tossed to Miller up the middle, down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and short for the Warriors.
And as they take both of their receivers out, Rhett and Kelton, and bring in 2 big boys to get the blocks, hopefully look for first down or even a touchdown here that close to the end zone.
They send in number 71, Michael Kinney, or Big Mike, and number 70, Mason Krim. And this could be a handoff to Isaac Miller like they've been doing this whole game to get his 4th rushing touchdown.
Spencer hands it off to Isaac, and that will be a touchdown.
Kyle, you know what time it is?
Miller time.
It's Miller time. Touchdown by Isaac Miller, handed off by number 18, Spencer Miller. Score is now 37 to 22 in the Warriors' favor with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Verhulst, and actually, it looks like the Warriors are going for the 2-point conversion on this. Going for
interesting call here by head coach Jason Ambro.
Evan got the last kick a little wide left, a little bit over the left field post. So I think he's going to go with his offense on this one, trying to get a 2-point conversion to put them up by more to get them in a safer position. Toss to number 1, Isaac Miller, who runs up the middle.
And he's getting shoved by his lineman.
Trying to shove him in the end zone.
And that'll look like he'll come up just short of that 2-point conversion.
And it's just short. And now we have to give props to the Smithville offensive line in this game. Number 77, Keaton Klaus. Number 65, Tristan Gover. Number 58, Cody McKimmons. Number 78, Micah Palmer. Number 50, Cole Caston. For leading the charge and leading the blocks for Isaac Miller and the rest of the Warriors offense. Kickoff for the Warriors. Number 11, Evan Verhulst up to kick. Now Evan Verhulst probably going to go back to the end, trying to get the ball at the back of the end zone to pin the Grain Valley Eagles on the 20-yard line.
Make sure they can't return this one for a big gain. Just put it to the end of the end zone. Run down the clock as the Warriors might be coming away with this one.
Number 11, Logan Pratt in the backfield to return for the Grain Valley Eagles. And number 15, Parker Bosserman in the backfield to return also. Evan, 6 back, 5 to the side, hand up confidently, powers through the football and gets it to number 11, Logan Pratt, who breaks a tackle and gets to about the 36-yard line. The ball was kicked and he got it at the 3-yard line, which is about a 33 return. Huge return for number 11. Logan Pratt.
Yeah, what the Eagles need to do is they need to get a quick score, get back on defense, make the Warriors get a 3 and out, and hopefully get another touchdown before the end of the game to make this game close. As the Warriors lead 37-22 with 8 minutes and 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it looks like it might be an official's timeout right here. Now Grain Valley's offense, they have to come out on this drive. They got to come out hot, get a quick touchdown, possibly go for the onside kick to get another touchdown to bring them back within 1 point of the Warriors.
Whatever it takes to make the game close, make sure they're still in this game.
Warriors defense on the field. Defensive line, number 75, Cody Fisher. Number 40, Gunnar Swindle. Number 70, Mason Krim. And number 8, Zeke Weisner. And their linebackers, number 15, Mason Hedgecourt. Number 33, Jacob Easley. Number 87, Nick Blanton. And their quarterbacks, number 28, Hayden Sig. Number 26, Braden Earlywine. Their safeties, 7, Noah Ricker. And number 9, Cody Samantic. In for the Warrior defense, hands it off to number 24, Gavin Euler, who breaks a couple tackles and gets about 8 yards on that carry. Second and short for the Grain Valley Eagles offense.
Looks like the Eagles are trying to go no huddle, quick. Make sure not to waste as much time. Don't waste as much time as they can. Try to get touchdown, and then a defensively stop.
Cody Keller in the backfield. My bad, Cole Keller in the backfield. Miscommunication on that handoff, but he took it himself and got the first down. Great football IQ by number 1, Cole Keller.
And that looks like a gain of about 7 yards there. And they are in Smithville territory at the Smithville's 49-yard line. As we have 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Gavin Euler lined up in the backfield by number 1, Cole Keller. Receivers out left and right. Play action pass, rolls out to his left. He's running and is stopped about 4 yards.
Forced out of bounds there by number 7, Noah Ricker, and number 8, Zeke Weisner.
But Kyle, there's a flag on the play. Flag on the field.
as everybody's waiting to see what the flag is about. Probably going to be a holding.
Penalty flag is breakdown.
And now Smithville Warriors defensive unit is in, trying to stop the aggressive Green Valley Eagles offense, led by number 1, Cole Keller.
Looks like that last play, the refs decided to wave off that flag. Don't know what that was about.
15 in motion. They tried to play that they got us touchdown on the first half, and the ball is knocked loose by number 7, Noah Ricker.
Great job by him. Gets his head turned around. Make sure the receiver does not catch that ball. Big play by number 7, Noah Ricker.
And now the Green Valley Eagles offense on the field again, trying to get that first down, led by number 1, Junior Cole Keller.
Matter of fact, Ricker almost got that interception there.
He almost did. He was breaking up the pass, trying to make sure the receiver doesn't get the ball, but he almost came up with it, Kyle. And it looks like Gavin Euler is lined up in the backfield. He's calling an audible to his receivers.
This looks like it'll be a blitz.
Hands it off to Gavin Euler, who is slammed down to the ground by number 40, Gunnar Swindle, but there is a flag on the play, Kyle.
Looks like it'll be on the Green Valley Eagles because they are walking backwards, but we have not had an official say it yet. As we have 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
And it looks like the penalty is a personal foul against the Green Valley Eagles, which comes up for 4th and long. And it looks like the Eagles sent out the punt team. Yeah, possibly the punt team. No, my bad. Number 1, Cole Keller on the field, trying to make something out of this 4th and long for the Eagles. Trying to have a miracle play here.
Yeah, at this point in the game, they have to go for it. Can't punt it. With the game on the line like this, they gotta go for it.
Smithville's defense has to come up big here. Pass play. Slings it downfield and caught by number 15, Parker Bosselman. Huge play for the Green Valley Eagles. Way to come up big.
And Hayden Sig almost got that interception, but went right through his fingers. Maybe he should have just broken it up and got a turnover at the 40-yard line. But decides to go for the catch, but misses it.
Huge play. Huge play by the Green Valley Eagles. Now number 1, Cole Keller in the backfield, snaps the ball, hands it off to number 4, Seth Dankenbrigg, a senior who is also playing defense, playing both sides of the ball here. Short gain on that rush, 2nd and long for the Green Valley Eagles. Cole Keller in the backfield with number 18, Jerome Gold. And his receiving cores has about 4 wide receivers out to 2 out to his left, 2 out to his right. He's calling an audible in the shotgun formation. Snaps the ball, hands it off to, no, play action pass.
It is off.
Incomplete.
Almost came up with that one. That would have been a huge gain by the Eagles. Dives for it, but does not come up with that catch.
2nd and 9 to go for the Grain Valley Eagles. 5:56 left in the game. Down 15-22 to 37. They got to come up big here, Kyle. And I mean, in big situations, number one, Cole Keller has came up big with being backed up 4th and long, playing that beautiful ball at number 15, Parker Bosserman, in the shotgun formation with Jerome Gold behind him. He snaps the ball, pass play, throws, dishes it to number 25, Hunter Musa, who finds the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Grain Valley Eagles.
Great job by him. Finds holes, breaks through the offense or the defense, and finds the end zone.
But there's an injury on the field, number 72. Offensive lineman Cameron Whitcomb, senior, seems to be shaken up on the play. But the Grain Valley Eagles are going for it. They're sending out kicker number 98, Jack Nust, for the brand. Kicker number 98, Jack Nust,
And
onto the field.
If he makes this, it'll be a 1-possession game. My bad, 2-possession game.
Kick is up, and it is good. Jack Nust, kicker, number 98, good with the kick. And now they're going to go to kickoff. Warriors returning the kick. Now, the Grain Valley Eagles, 5:47 left to go in the game, down by 8. Might be going for a quick onside kick here to get the ball back.
Or they might just rely on their defense, hopefully making the Warriors offense a 3 and out. But we'll see what they decide to go.
And again, thank you to all the viewers who are watching at home. Thank you for tuning in to SMN Sports, the live streaming service of Smithville High School. And now, onto the field to kick, the Grain Valley Eagles. And it looks like they're calling a special play, possibly an onside kick. And it looks like the Warriors are heavy up front trying to expect it.
Looks like, yeah, exactly what you said. You got one person deep, but most of the people up towards the ball expecting an onside kick. But we'll see what they come up with.
Actually, Kyle, looks like, as the look of it, looks like they might be going squib middle. Squib middle by kicker number 98, Jack Nust, senior. Oh, they go deep. Trying to pin him in the backfield. Number one, Isaac Miller gets the ball and is tripped up around the 22-yard line.
And that'll bring the Warriors offense back on with 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Hopefully, seeing if Grain Valley can get a 3 and out and get the ball back and break closer to this Smithville Warriors lead.
Grain Valley's defense has to come up big here, Kyle. Down 8, 5:42 left to go. They have to stop the Warriors offense up front, who has been hot.
If they want a chance at winning this game, they got to get 3 and out. Can't let the Warriors burn the clock.
Miller in the backfield. Isaac tripped up, trying to find some extra yardage. Gets about 1 on the play.
And the Warriors should be running the ball almost every single time now. Because if they give the ball to the running back, if he doesn't go to bounds, the clock will still run, which will burn up the clock. And as we got the Miller twins in the backfield, Spencer about to take the snap and pitches it off to his twin brother Isaac, and is getting tackled.
Fighting for yards.
And that'll look like that'll be a gain of about 3 or 4. And that will bring up a third down.
First down.
4:25 to go in the game. 37-29. My bad. 29-37. Warriors on top. Now, this has been a hard-fought game by both sides. Both sides of the ball and both teams. But the Warriors have played harder and wanted it a little bit more, and that's why they're up by 8. Miller in the backfield. Fisher and Cowler out to his left. They got Rhett. Throws the quick ball to Rhett. First down and more. He finds open field and is engulfed by the Grain Valley Eagles defense.
Great decision by Rhett to stay in bounds, to keep this clock running. And he also picked up a first down, like Liam said.
And it is 3:55 to go in the game. Warriors trying to slow down the tempo to get the win. Trying to slow down the tempo to end the game faster. And if they don't, worst comes to worst, Warriors need to get a field goal here. Get the kicker, Evan Verhulst, out on the field. Get a quick, easy 3 to win the game. J.B. Clark in motion. A pitch and run. He pitches it to number 1, Isaac Miller, who is stopped.
And now that'll look like doesn't get a gain there, which will bring up a 2nd and 10.
Isaac Miller, the ball carrier for Smithville. Tackled along the far sideline.
And as we are getting closer to 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter,
49-yard line.
hard-fought game by both teams, defensively and offensively.
Now, if the Warriors go down the field and score a touchdown or get a field goal, this will be the 3rd straight game with 40 or plus points. And they engulf Miller at the line of the scrimmage.
And that'll look like maybe a gain of 1, which will bring up a 3rd and 9. This will be a big 3rd down for the Smithville Warriors offense.
And it looks like Grain Valley Eagles call a timeout, trying to stop the clock and also stop the Warriors offense up front. They stop him here, get a quick touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We're going into overtime, Kyle. You better lock in your seatbelts. Continue watching the stream on SMN Sports, because we might be going into overtime if they get that 2-point conversion and that touchdown. Damn the stop.
But we'll see what they can do.
2:38 left to go in the game. A bit stressful for the Warriors right now. If they don't come up big on this offensive drive, at least get a first down, there might be more to this game than it seems. I mean, as we know, anything can happen. Last year against Platte County, we were up. And then, within the matter of seconds, we lost 28-27. So anything can happen in this 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go left in the game.
And as
Warriors
there's a
offense on the field, led by number 18, Spencer Miller.
As it's a 3rd and 10 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in this game. We got 3 receivers. Isaac in the backfield.
Shotgun formation. Play action pass. Throws it to number 38, J.B. Clark, who is finding open field and is taken down the 6-yard line, but there is a penalty on the play, Kyle.
We'll have to see about this one. Hopefully it's against the Grain Valley. Let's see what they call it. And it will be against the Grain Valley Eagles.
Huge play by J.B. Clark, who's come big on a touchdown. And right now, with a huge gain, up until the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Smithville Warriors.
We'll see if the Warriors could put this game in the bag with a touchdown or a field goal.
After the penalty, Smithville had first and goal from the Eagles' 6-yard line.
And it'll be a first and goal from the Eagles' 6-yard line. Getting closer, 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Miller in the backfield. Calvert and Foster out to his right. JB Clark out to his right, and Fisher out to his left. In the shotgun formation, he snaps it, hands it to Miller up the middle.
No, Spencer keeps it himself,
My bad, Spencer keeps it himself. Thank you, Kyle.
but he is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout, Eagles.
And the Eagles will use their last timeout of the game, stopping the clock.
Actually, Kyle, this is their second. They have one more timeout after this. 1:55 left to go in the game. Smithville in great field position for a touchdown or a field goal. Get the kicker involved a little bit. I wouldn't mind. Get the point. Get the score up 40-29, or possibly with the touchdown 43-29.
And as there is a 2nd and 5 with 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining.
Ball on the 5-yard line. Warriors offense coming up big in this game. They send in number 70, Mason Krim, as an extra blocker. Hands it off to Miller up the middle, and is stopped around the 3-yard line. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of trouble with that one. Timeout. They use their last timeout of the game, the Grain Valley Eagles. Down by 8. 1:49 left to go in the game. Now, Smithville's offense have been firing on all cylinders. The offensive line has been phenomenal, blocking for their running backs and for their quarterback. The wide receivers have been making their routes crisp and nice. And Isaac Miller and Spencer Miller have been firing on all cylinders, with Isaac either running up the middle, to the right, or to the left. And Spencer Miller throwing dimes or taking it himself.
This is probably one of the biggest plays this year for the Smithville offense. If they can get a score, they'll put the game away. But if they can't, then the Eagles will take over with a one-possession game.
Overall, Kyle, this game has been electric. And that is an understatement. This game has been fiery on all cylinders. Offense, defense for both teams.
Hopefully this Warriors, if they don't get this first down, they'll just kick a field goal, put the game away, go home 3-0, feeling pretty good about their season.
Mason Krim in for the Warriors for an extra blocker. Miller in the backfield. Miller takes it himself and is stopped at the 1-yard line.
It'll be a 4th down and inches.
Brings up 4th down for Smithville.
If the Grain Valley Eagles stop them here, they have the entire field to go. But there's an injury on the field for the Grain Valley Grain Valley Eagles defense. Looks like number 22, Braden Terry, down.
And thanks for tuning in tonight, again on our new YouTube channel, SMN Sports. We will be live again next week at home when the Warriors take on Raytown South. Interesting game there. See if all the Smithville Warriors players are healthy for next week. But Smithville's got to finish business here in the Grain Valley.
And the player is walking off. That is surely a good sign. Hope if he is truly, if he is badly injured, we wish him a speedy recovery. Number 22, Braden Terry. We also wish Cole Caston, their offensive line, a speedy recovery as he did get injured earlier in the game. Warriors offense on for a 4th and inches for in the red zone. They have extra blocker Mason Krim in Miller in the backfield.
Looks like they're going to go for this one. They're not going to kick a field goal. They're just going to get a touchdown, put this game away, like we said earlier. But we'll see if they can convert.
Miller in the backfield, Miller in the shotgun formation. And it looks like there's a flag on the play. I think a false start on the Warriors offense. Yes, it's a false start on the Warriors offense, which might change their plan of attack. They might send in kicker Evan Verhulst in to kick it because they aren't as close to the end zone. Get a quick, easy field goal.
And this will bring up a 4th and 6. 6 yards to go for the touchdown, as we have 1 minute left in the 4th quarter.
But it looks like they're sticking with the Warrior offense. Timeout Smithville. They might be talking things over. They call Evan Verhulst up. I think they might be kicking a field goal here just to close out the game. Minute left to go.
Yeah, no need to go for it. If you don't convert, then they have a minute to go down the whole field and maybe tie the game, but they're going to put Evan Verhulst in, put the game away.
Smart decision by the Smithville Warriors if they do go for the field goal here. But in the case of scenario, Evan Verhulst might miss the kick, and if they do, that puts the Grain Valley Eagles in an all-right position on the field. But they send Evan Verhulst in to kick to close out the game, and this is what kickers live for: closing out the game and helping their team get the W. Kickers are people too, and it is shown here by number 11, Evan Verhulst, for a 22-yard field goal.
We'll see if he can put this game away.
And huge kick by Evan Verhulst, and it is good. Warriors are up 40-29 with 55.1 seconds left to go in the game. Beautiful kick by number 11, Evan Verhulst. That felt electric, Kyle. Electric.
And that most likely will do it. The Warriors are probably going to come out of Grain Valley with another win under their belt.
Kickoff team for the Warriors out again.
As we have 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 2-possession game. Unless Grain Valley pulls off a miracle, Smithville will walk away 3-0.
See, the Warriors might squib the ball here, trying to get the ball on the ground fast and run down the clock a little bit faster. Evan Verholz set to kick on the left side of the field as he always does. Looks like he's going. He's going deep left on this. Deep left end zone. Just getting the ball down the field, trying to pin them. Warriors are up by 11 right now with 55 seconds left to go in the game. A hard-fought game by both teams. 6 back.
Little shaky beginning at the beginning of this game. Warriors defense, little miscommunication.
Oh, but they do a little bit of a trick play trying to get George Fisher involved, who was the kicker, was one of the kickers last year. And with a little pooch left. Beautiful play drawn up by Coach Jason Ambrosen. Utilizing one of their kickers from last year, number 10, George Fisher.
And the Eagles will take over at the 38-yard line with 54 seconds left in the game. Looking for a miracle here.
Eagles offense led by number 1, Cole Keller, the junior here at Grain Valley High School. Calling an audible.
As he's got 4 receivers. Probably going to go long here. Nope, they're going to go short.
Loss of play. Tackle made by number 9, Cody Samonzik. And the clock is going to 40 seconds left to go in the game. It's getting stressful, but they spiked the ball with 30 seconds. My bad, 37 seconds left to go in this game.
Yeah, with no timeouts, that's what they're going to have to do to stop the clock. Spike the ball, get the clock to stop, and hopefully gain that yardage back in the next play.
And the Warriors came up big in this game, being ranked 3rd in the conference behind number 2, Grain Valley. And they came out, they showed up, and they look, as of right now, looking like they're coming out with the win.
And the scoreboard update, the Platte County Pirates have beat the Kearney Bulldogs with the high scoring 51-14. Very surprised by that score with both good teams.
Cole Keller, flush out of the pocket. He makes a run for it. Rushes by a Smithville defender. Out. 3rd and short. 29 seconds left to go in the game. Now this is the 3rd straight game that the Smithville Warriors have scored 40 points in.
And this most likely will put Smithville at the top of the Suburban Blue Conference with beating a conference game, Grain Valley, which was ranked higher than them. And with Winnetonka losing, they're going to be placed lower than Smithville, so Smithville will be at the top of the Suburban Blue.
Big play by the Grain Valley Eagles, and it looked like they stopped the clock on the pass completion there instead of letting the clock run until they spiked the ball. But no need for the Smithville defense. They'll still play hard and still play tough, but it looks like they put their quarterback Spencer Miller in at cornerback, making him play both sides of the ball, even showing off more of his duality.
Interesting decision there by Coach Spear, putting a quarterback in on defense.
Now, he did play cornerback last year, wide receiver and cornerback, so he is channeling some of his junior year right now, trying to help out this Warrior defense. Cole Keller, flush out of the pocket. He rolls to his right, finds a bullet pass to number 24, Gavin Oyler.
Reception's good. Two move.
10 seconds left to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. This is what football teams live for. 10 seconds left. Gotta throw up a miracle and hope and pray to get that touchdown. In the shotgun formation, Cole Keller in the backfield.
And we got two deep safeties in the back. Make sure not to give up a touchdown. And he's getting pressured.
Beautiful catch there. But George Fisher throws him back. 0.9 seconds left to go in the game, Kyle. Down by 11. They have to have a miracle happen to win. And they toss the ball up, and it's incomplete. The Warriors come out with the win, 40-29.
The final score, Smithville 40.
Hard-fought game by the Smithville Warriors. But before we go, we would love to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Big thank you to our sponsors tonight. Show Me Real Estate, making real estate dreams a reality. Eric Craig, a powerhouse in the KC real estate. And Kenny Trump, a veteran serving veterans. Thank you for tuning in to our live stream, and thank you for supporting us.
Thanks for tuning in tonight on the Smithville Media Network. We will be right here next week as the Warriors will play Raytown South. And remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel as it will be our home for the rest of the year. See you next week. I'm Kyle Corkle.
And I'm William Wolf.
Signing off.